Actually, my nickname is Gibi, but Little is and after I won it, they just use this name. So I just take it. I think it's nice. Yeah. So my name is GB Littles. So I came here, so about to study, but the cost of the master degree is very high. So I start to working in the cafe just to have enough money first, and that's how I find out about the barista job. And I didn't study once again. No, I stopped studies. So one time is a coffee event. So I saw the barista just standing there on the machine without walking. That's why I think, okay, this is gonna be my job. So that actually how I start. And when I have a purpose that that's gonna be my job, then I just go for it. Back in the day, like 10 years ago, we have only a basic form, like the hard form, the leaf, like the leaf, it's called rosetta, and the tulip is like a dot, and that's it. They have no creatives and anything in the cup that much. So when I start, I can see that that form, if you combine together, they can change to another patterns, like another, like you can create a swan from a combination of the leaf, a dragging a little bit, and maybe the heart on the head of the swan. So something like that is about the. I saw it as a symbol for me because I came from the advertising background, so I learned how to create logo and stuff like that. But this day thing has changed, so that the combination that create a animal pattern had changed to be literally now drawing. Like they just literally draw, and you can draw a unicorn, you can draw a fox, anything literally, like the dog face, the whole body, the tiger. So that means it's like I think the latte art has been transformed a lot, like through many artistics, and now it become super beautiful. It's more like I think right now I would say it's artistic in the cup. Yeah. Even now and then, it's very hard to find a mentor. When I start the career, I'm not even couldn't even find just maybe one YouTube that I watch it more than 1,000 times just to make it right, like the Rosetta. Because back in the day, the YouTube has not popular just yet. But right now, you can just Google. It came 100, 1,000. But when it's no mentor, I actually self-taught, and I actually learn from my failure because I compete total of 7 times until I won the Australia champion and went to the world. Yeah, literally, I learned from my mistakes, so no mentor at all. So I actually do. I'm become an entrepreneur now. So in the morning, I will packing or DB like do some labels because the order will come through like 24 hours because we have two websites. So one from Australia and one from overseas. That means you work 24 hours. So every time I woke up, it's gonna be one order. So I'm gonna put through the order and then packings and make sure that they packing well and stuff like that. Around from 8 o'clock to 12, all the packing done. And afternoon is gonna be my time to work. So either I gonna film myself a latte art video to put on my Instagram and do some class because in the website you also can book for training your latte art. So every now and then I just do pretty much my own job, training and self development in terms of practice. So at night around after dinner, I still practice latte art. Yeah. Right now, I actually a creator or the founder of the GB Jocks because I need to mention that once I start my career, so I entering the competitions, and again because of my a lot of weaknesses, so I'm small and I have a very small hand as you can see, and my body is quite small. I find that the pictures that available in the market it doesn't suit me. So I use in my competition and sometimes it hurt me as well because the edges is a bit rough and it's quite big. So I know that I can pour well, but for some reason it doesn't. I couldn't control it 100%. So I try to think why, and now I understand because the jug is the weight is a little bit too heavy just for me. Maybe for everyone that a little bit bigger, then they has no problems. Now that's why I create my own jug, and that's how GB jug has born because of just to create for me. But later on, because I have a class for 10 years, when my student came to my class, that I used my jugs, and then I can see like, look, why every time they use my jug, the latte art is always amazing. It my cut went very smooth, so everyone can pour super well. When they're back, and then they just bring me, Chibi, you know what? I came back to the shop and I used that picture, and I couldn't do it as good as when you teach me. I go, oh, really? Okay, now that's why I just have the idea. Now I need to sell this to the market. And after that, why it becomes so popular? Because I'm the very first one to create a very pointy. We are looking spout that looks like an eagle, like the beak. Yeah, because I know that the jug in the market is quite rounded, but actually when you first pour, it's gonna give you a pouring line that's quite big. And if you doesn't have the skill to mixing very well, most of them don't. It's gonna have a very wide canvas. That's why I was thinking, why no one create a very sharp and very pointy? Then your first pouring line, when you start to mixing, it will be very small. And every time you're mixing, it will be easy for a smooth canvas and have a better nice color. That's how the GB Jack start. And then the sale has been skyrocket after the first launch. Even now and then, our sale never ever drop. Even the COVID, the sale has been skyrocket again because the home user buy more. So that's why I see GB Jack is very successful business. It's not super like crazy sale like that, but we sell every day without me doing anything. But if I do a lot of posts in Instagram, the sale will skyrocket. Like depend on how I um, put my post. If I put a lot of marketing and advertise, then the sale up. But if I'm not putting anything, it's stable. It's very steady, and that's mean I actually quite happy with my GB Jack right now. So my this year plan is after my competition, every year I will change my website to looks even more classy and clean and more luxury, and makes the brand looks quite more expensive because it right now is okay, but I every time I go back and see, oh, it doesn't like it, like the way the photo looks, and it need to be more touched here and there, stuff like that. So this year, I'm gonna change everything to look much better. That is for GB Jack. Yeah.